Hello everybody, MD Polo here. Thank you for joining me. Today we have a special head-to-head that was requested by several viewers, mainly through my Instagram account and through my Facebook account. And that was to do a head-to-head between, on the left, the ZZ Custom A01-LD, and on the right, the Phoenix Redback. Two titans on the competition market, and that's exactly what these two pistols are geared for. On the left, the A01-LD is made from scratch in Mesa, Arizona by ZZ Custom. And on the right, the Phoenix Redback is handmade. Both of them are handmade, but this is made in Interlaken, Switzerland. On the left, the A01-LD is an evolution of the Shadow line from CZ. And on the right, it is an evolution from the Sphinx 3000, which is legendary all over the world, but especially in Europe in the competition circuits. So both of them come in different configurations, and you can pretty much get them tailor-made to your taste. If you saw one of my previous videos, the A01-LD that you see on the table started its life as a regular black gun like they come from ZZ Custom. Then it was sent back, and all this work was done to it with full hard chrome on the entire body of the pistol. We installed the lock grips. So these are great grips from Lock. It had also a trigger work done by ZZ Customs and the flat trigger installed. On the right, the Redback comes just like it came from the factory. Nothing's been done to it. And I'm telling you, both are fantastic pistols. So just taking a look at the specs to begin so you get an idea between the differences. Of course, they're both 9mm. The A01-LD comes with a capacity of 19+1, but you can get mags that give you capacity of 20+1 with the extended base plate. The Redback comes with capacity of 17+1. Both of them, at least these models, this particular examples, came with 4 mags. Both of them have steel frames, steel slides. The grip on the A01-LD originally were aluminum grips before we changed them to the lock grips. On the right is custom-made G10 grips on the Redback. This is where it starts to get a little bit interesting on how close they are. You can tell by the picture that the A01-LD is just a little bit bigger in every dimension. And the overall length of the A01-LD is 8.6 inches, tip of beaver tail to tip of the slide. The Redback is 8.31 inches, so very close. Barrel length in the A01-LD is 4.925 inches. And on the Redback is 4.547. The width on the Redback, let you take a look at it there, let the focus catch up. The width of the Redback is 1.47 inches, and the width of the, I'm sorry, let me back up, I got that backwards. The width on the A01-LD is 1.47 inches. The width on the Redback is 1.06 inches. So you can see the difference there. And let's stop there for a second since I got the camera focused. You can see the grips give you the palm swell, a little bit of palm swell, but that's from the lock grips. You can get them flat as well. You can see the Redback are completely flat. They're G10 grips. But also you can see the checkering. And let's see if the focus will come with me. So you can see the checkering, they're both got really nice texture in the back of them, although the checkering on the CZ Custom on the left of the A01-LD is a little bit finer, it's got more lines per inch. The one thing that makes the Redback, and where we're looking here in the back on your right, you can see, let me put the A01-LD down, this is something that is actually superb on the Redback. The back strap is very much resembling of a 1911 mainspring housing. And in order to change or replace the spring, all you have to do is take the cover off, you have access to the spring, and put the cover back on, and you're done. So for competition guys, you know what a frustrating process it is to access the spring on one of these or most other pistols that are non-1911s, because you just got to disassemble so much of the internals in order to access the spring. In the Redback, just remove the back panel and it's right there. So absolutely genius move by the folks over at Phoenix. The weight on it, the A01-LD on your left comes in at 3.2 pounds, and on the Phoenix it comes in at 2.92 pounds. So lighter, a little bit heavier on the left. Let's talk about triggers and then we'll take a closer look at them. The trigger on the A01-LD comes in on the double action at 8.5 pounds. The Redback comes in at 8.16 pounds, so a little bit lighter trigger on the Redback. The single action on the A01-LD comes in at 3.5 pounds. On the Redback comes in at 3.3 pounds. So overall, a little bit lighter trigger. And what we'll take a look at is, since we've had the trigger work done on the A01-LD, what kind of a change are we going to see on this trigger in comparison to the Redback? Let's take a quick look at the sights on the A01-LD. So you've got blacked out rears with serrations. See if the focus will catch up with us here. Serrated black with a fiber optic front dovetailed, as you can see there. And on the Redback, you got Bomar at fully adjustable sights, also blacked out. These are more target sights, blacked out serrated, dovetailed front. So both are going to give you a very nice sight picture. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Doing this with one hand. And while we're back here, you can take a look at the fit and finish of the pistols. I know the focus is not cooperating very much, but we'll take a better look at it in a second. The other difference that you won't see on the A01-LD is there's no rail, and you do have a full Picatinny rail on the Redback. You can see there. It's got the slots for your toys. But in speaking to Phoenix, the reason they did that, put the rail on it, was not really because they were expecting people to hang toys on a competition pistol, or lights, or lasers, or some people say chainsaws. K.S. gun guy used to say little ninjas, whatever you want to hang on the front of this gun. The reason they put that, the Picatinny rail on it, was to add more weight to the front. So those are the specs on both pistols. As they sit here on the table, retail price on them without the upgrades, so it's not really as they sit on the table, but without the upgrades that were done to the A01-LD, just MSRP, the A01-LD comes in at $2,300. The Redback, as it sits on the table, came in at $3,700, although you can get them in other configurations around the $3,500 mark. So you roughly have a delta of about $1,200 between the pistols, although the way it sits on the table with the hard chrome that was done to the pistol, with the grips, with the trigger work, we're very comparable here in price. Another difference that we have is that the Redback, you can get them in several different configurations, in where you can have it all steel, like you see it here. You can also have it the lightweight, which gives you the steel slide with an aluminum frame, and you can get them with the ultralight, in which you get an aluminum slide and an aluminum frame. And the Redback, you can also get it optics ready. So pretty much the way you want it. And since we have it here, let's walk around on it. You've got, like we saw earlier, the sights. You also have serrations in the top of the slide leading you to the front fiber optic sight. Very sharp and positive serrations on the front and the rear of the slide, and they match really nicely the angle of the pistol. You got textured landing pads on both sides, which I not only think they are very aesthetically pleasing, but they do their job very well. You got the lettering here, the marking, very nicely done. Phoenix, Swiss made. And very little, I love it that they have minimal billboards. That's the importer, is the Attic in North Dakota. They're the only importer of the Phoenix line of pistols. You've got your slide stop, slide release right there. You've got ambi safeties, although the one on the left side of the pistol, as you can see here, is much bigger, they're both serrated, but the one on the left is a lot bigger than the one on the right. So it gives you a very nice landing area for your thumb and gives you a good grip. Let's take a look at the grip. I love the angle, how it comes in. Very, very aggressive texturing here, but it's not going to hurt you. And then it angles in just beautifully into this well done checkering. It's not very aggressive and is not as pronounced as the A01-LD. And now let's take a look at the fit and finish in the back of it. It truly is like a fine Swiss watch. And as I said before, the guns have been safety checked, and I think there's going to be a snap cap pop out of there. Nope. Okay, so let's take a look at the trigger. Check one more time. So here you go. There's no grip safety. It travels there. So there's your travel, but it is unbelievably smooth. I mean, you don't feel anything. You hit the wall, and it goes. This truly is like a high-end custom 1911 trigger. The reset, there, and then it breaks right away. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The mag release is large and adjustable, as you see there. Has great texture, and even with my medium hands, I can reach it without having to change my grip. And the pistol just melts into your hand. Beautifully, beautifully done. Now let's take a look at the A01-LD. And this also has been safety checked. Just racking both of these slides, I'm going to say the A01-LD, the slide is a little bit easier to rack than it is on the Phoenix. Let you take a look at the pistol, and as you saw, yeah, the hammer is cocked, but the pistol is unloaded. You don't have any serrations on the top of the slide like you do on the A01 and the Redback. Focus catch up here. You got the dovetailed fiber optic sight. You got the rear sight, and let's take a look at the fit and finish. Let me release this so you can see better and before people start screaming. Fit and finish is also fantastic. And now that I've got this focused here, let me see if I can grab the other one and give you a close-up of the two. So give you an idea of the fit and finish of both pistols. They're both absolutely superb. Going back to the A01-LD, you got skeletonized hammer. You also have very nice ambi safeties, although they're both exactly the same size, as you can see here. You don't have the larger landing pad that you have on the Phoenix. You got an oversized slide release, slide catch that also you can reach very easily. You've got front and rear serrations that are not nearly as positive or aggressive as they are on the Phoenix. Also minimal billboarding, which is nice, with the CC Custom logo right here. On the other side, just where it was made. serial number. The checkering on the front and rear of the grips are just very, very nice. They both have a bit of a magwell. Show you. Now this is one of the things that is amazing about the Phoenix is the fit and finish of everything. No matter where you run your fingers, you run your finger across like that, you don't feel any difference in elevation, edges, nothing. It's just, when you run your finger around there, it's just the attention to detail is just absolutely incredible. There you go. So now back to the A01-LD. We turn it around. You've got an extra large mag release. It is larger than on the Redback. Come on, focus. There you go. It's the hard chrome that is just playing havoc with it. So let's go back to the trigger now. Now, as I mentioned to you, this is not the original trigger. It's been worked on by CC Custom. But here you go. You start. Also, you don't feel anything on tape rack. Your wall is right there, almost a little bit, actually just a tad past 90 degrees. And then it just goes. There's a reset, and it just goes. So from the factory, the A01-LD, the trigger that came originally with the pistol, I can tell you that there's no question the Redback is better. With all the work that was done, I can tell you that actually the A01-LD, the trigger is a little bit better than the Redback, but this is the way it came from the factory. That one took a lot of cash to get it to there. So let me try to walk you around both of them and see the focus. It's kind of hard sometimes to do this with one hand, but show you both of them. There you go. So two fantastic pistols. I've already gone longer than I thought I would. And at the end of the video, I'm going to do my usual low flyby of the pistols. But there you have it. ZZ custom A01-LD, Phoenix Redback, made in the USA, made in Switzerland. Absolutely fantastic pistols. If you walked away with one of them, regardless of your choice, you'd be doing fantastic. You're going to ask me what my choice would be. I'm going to take the Redback. And it is just the way it fits in my hand, the overall fit and finish, the way they shoot. I just shoot it better. It feels, the balance is incredible. They're both sitting right here. I don't have to make a choice. But if you push me for a choice, I'm going to take the Redback. I look forward to hearing your comments. Do you have experience with either one of them? What are your thoughts? So please put them below. I upload videos every Friday afternoon. Sometimes I do a video midweek. And also you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm doing more content there. So thank you for stopping by. And until the next time, God bless.